this circle unit. So starting with the word circle, what is the definition of a circle? The formal definition is the set of all points that are equally distant from a common point called the center. So from that center to the edge, they are the same distance. So an illustration, just a little sketch, that is a circle. And then how do we name circles? So in our diagram, the way we name circles is using the center point. So here the center point is B. So our circle will be named, they use this little notation, circle B. Okay, circle B. Again, I use the center point here. All right, so it could be any other letter, but for this one, it's B. All right, and then that leads us to the next word, which is center. That is a point from which all the points of the circle are all the same distance. So again, the center of a circle is here, and it's the same distance to the edge of the circle, okay? How do we name points? We just use a capital letter. So the center here is B, so it would just be B. All right, the next word is chord. So where have you ever heard the word chord before? Think about it. You may have heard it with music, instruments, stuff like that. For this, it is a segment whose endpoints lie on a circle endpoints. So what does that look like? If we have a circle, I want you to picture kind of like a guitar. You have some chords that you strum the guitar. That is a chord. So it connects. The endpoints are on the circle and they connect to form a chord. One thing about chords is that they can be anywhere in the circle, so they could even be like this small as well. They could intersect each other, so that you could have one going this way as well. As long as the endpoints are on the circle is a chord. So what kind of chords do we have here? Let's see on our diagram. We could choose AC as a chord, and then we can also choose YC. Okay, so, and it is a segment. So if you remember in August when we learned about segments, they do have endpoints. So this is segment AC and YC. Okay, and when we're notating these, we use this bar at the top to say that's segment AC, segment YC. Okay, all right, a diameter. A diameter is actually a type of chord, but it's more specific. It's a chord that goes through the center of the circle. So what does that look like? It's a circle, it's a chord, but it has to go through the center. So we know the center is right in the middle, and the chord has to go through there. If it doesn't go through the center, it's not a diameter, okay? And diameters can also go up and down or across. These are all diameters, okay? You can have more than one. So let's choose. We had two chords on this diagram. We had AC and YC. So which one is the diameter? AC or YC? Looking at the picture. AC is the diameter because it's going through what point? The center. So actually, let me switch colors. This is also the diameter. It's also the diameter and a chord. I forgot to label the chords. This is a chord. This is a chord. And apart from being a chord, it's also the diameter. Okay. And that is AC. Okay. All right. Radius. What is a radius? A radius is a line segment that joins the center of the circle to any point on the circle. Okay, so what does that look like? It connects the center to any point on the circle. That would be a radius. Okay, And it can also go this way. This could be another radius, and you can have more than one. If you don't remember this from middle school, the radius is actually half of the diameter. Maybe you do remember, but it's half the diameter, okay? All right, so who is my radius on here? There might be more than one, but the one that's most obvious that you should be able to identify is BD. That's a radius. Okay, who else? I can go this way with BD and have BC. That's a radius. And I could also go this way, AB. Okay. And I believe that's it, from the center to the edge. So that is BD, BC, and AB. Okay, so those three. Okay, a tangent line. A tangent line is a line, and I'm going to put the notation here at the top. A line, a ray, or a segment that intercepts the circle at exactly 1 point. Okay, what does intercept mean? Intercept means you touch it. And so if it's intercepting the circle at 1 point, it's touching the circle at 1 point only. Okay, so this would be a tangent line. And I'm going to show you a different example. It could go different directions. As long as it touches the circle once, that is a tangent line. It could be on the bottom, anywhere, okay? And again, it could be a ray as well. So if we have 1 point here, a ray only extends to one side, so it could be like that as well. This one right here. Okay, so who is a tangent line on my diagram? My tangent line is right here. CE. Let's label it tangent line. Okay, so that's line CE. Oops. Make sure you use the right notation on top of your 2 points to name the line. Okay. All right, and then that leads us to the last one, which is a secant line. A secant line is, again, a line, a ray, or a segment that intercepts the circle at more than 1 point. Okay, what's more than one? 2. So what does that look like? This one is going to cut through the circle. It's actually going to stab it. Okay, that's where you get the more than 1 point. So it has 1, 2. Whereas tangent is only one time that it's touching it. Here it's more than one. Okay, and again, you could have other examples like this, where it goes through it more than one. All right, so let's look at our diagram. There's only one more left, and that is the secant line right here, YC. That is our secant line. Because it intersects not once, but twice at Y and C. Okay, so that would be line YC. All right, there is a Delta Math to complete. Make sure that you do that. And then there was also an exit ticket on paper.